What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CubReacts. We've got some bangers landing already today, and we're going to jump into one of them right about now. The sounds of Fireboy DML, the man of the moment. He's back in business. This one, brand new single that goes by the name of Playboy. It's just a visualizer, but I'm very excited to jump into it. As always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We're going to jump right into this one. We've got lots to get through today, so let's start things off proper. Let's go. It's a weird visualizer. It's sort of like stop motion, but not stop motion.
Girl, don't flex with the boy, your body is a matin'. She wanna roll with the man them. When I drop, you know it's an anthem.
So immediately, the actual rhythm on this is very different from what we're used to hearing from Fireboy. Having listened through obviously a lot of his catalogue, even a lot more recently as well, this is very skippy. Like, you could imagine a UK rapper going over this. Like, you could imagine a grime MC going over this instrumental. If you actually look at the tempo, the drum structure, the rhythm, and the instrumentation, I could imagine a lot of UK MCs going over this. It's really interesting to see his approach as well. He's come quite skippy, still melodic, but very skippy in the approach. I'm really interested to see how this one develops in regards to what Fireboy does to it more than anything else. Let's see where we go.
Oof. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me. Oof. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me. Oof. Girl, don't flex with the boy, your body is a matin'. She wanna roll with the man them. When I drop, you know it's an anthem. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me.
Like, it can't just be me that's hearing,
girl,
like,
wanna play with a big playboy
grime in 2007.
Pull up in the club with all my G's. When we outside, it's an all 19.
But I'll tell you what, Fireboy's killing it, man. He sounds really, really comfortable. I don't know what's happened over the last 6 months, but everything we now hear him on just sounds super, super comfy. Like, it's crazy the way he's able to adapt what he does and make it sound like it's supposed to fit over other different sounds and styles. Bassline on this, really, really nice. Big, thick sounding bass notations kind of rolling around the lower end of the mix down. You've got this very kind of sweeping, synthetic kind of backdrop of pad textures in there as well. And then you've just got Fireboy in the middle, providing the majority of the actual rhythm. The drums are actually really loose. It's literally do-do-ka, do-ka, do-do-ka, do-ka. Like, it's really, really minimal. There isn't much going on percussively either. So it's actually Fireboy that's providing most of the rhythm on this one, which is really cool.
Yeah, them start to shake when they call my name. Don't play with the ball like me. Who you else know live a life like this? Hell to Houston to NYC. I'm always on the road, they be on my road. Don't play with a guy like this. I like Shayo, I know like Ghana. One and a C for my corner. Give me some more, give me some data. So many use them, I think I'm a farmer. I like Shayo, I know like Ghana.
The backing vocals are really bringing this one to life. Again, bringing through that sort of lower-ended sort of harmonic works really nicely on a tune like this, because it means you get to kind of see the full spectrum of what Fireboy's voice can do. You've then got the sort of more higher-pitched harmonics floating around in the background, really spacey, really reverberated, and giving the whole thing a much wider feel when you're listening through it. Again, this is really cool. It's different from Fireboy. I've got to say it's different. Although his catalogue is constantly changing in the direction it's going, this feels like it's very much a push in a new direction. I'm pretty sure he has got an album project on the way, and this is a good kind of thing to see if that's the case, because it means he's expanding. He's not sticking to one sound. He's taking it in other directions, which is really, really cool.
Oh my God, give me some more, give me some data. So many years them, I think I'm a farmer. Yeah, girl, don't flex with the boy, your body is a matin'. She wanna roll with the man them. When I drop, you know it's an anthem. Oof. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me. Oof. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me.
Also, on a side note, just looking at the visualizer itself, I love the concept of visualizers, by the way. I've said it numerous times. Making the most out of simple concepts is a really good thing, especially if you're working in kind of creative industries. Being able to turn something like this, which is literally just a picture with a few moving parts, being able to turn this into something that goes on your channel and essentially will generate probably around 1 million views, when this won't have taken long to make, which I really, really like. I like that concept of kind of utilizing smaller things to get the most out of a song. There will be a video for this most likely as well, and obviously there's the audio video as well. This is the visualizer. There's now 3 versions of the tune, realistically, we're going to see on YouTube, all of which will stack up a serious amount of views. It's really really bizarre, the animation, though, because his arm's sort of moving, his head's sort of moving, and the backdrop's sort of moving, and but they're not really. Like, it's really weirdly animated. It's throwing me off a little bit, but it's still cool.
She wanna roll with the man them. When I drop, you know it's an anthem. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me?
Wanna play with a boy like me?
Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me? Do you wanna play that? Two bad girls in the Maybach, and I've got more on my radar. So all my men them pull up in a black Bentayga, Montana Mera. Been a bad boy since way back.
This is nice, though, man.
See you later.
Again, I'm loving how spacey the backdrop sounds. Really nice, bright pads, giving it this, again, very cool, sort of emotional, very kind of, again, widened feel. The whole track just has a very kind of nice texture to it overall. I think the thing we're seeing with this at the moment, as I mentioned before, is Fireboy expanding what he does. He now is very aware that he has this global following, which has grown and grown and grown, and then it's been sort of catapulted further forward since the end of last year. Obviously, the big collaboration with Ed, which was sick to see. Obviously, Ed getting involved on a remix for Peru, which was already doing incredible stuff. And then after that, we've seen people like Blast getting involved, 21 Savage getting involved. He was then on the Azumba and Badaway remix as well. But this feels like him now going, I'm taking this momentum and I'm taking it somewhere else, which is cool.
And I know you're in love with me, but please don't say that. Done that, Godfather, none but that. No challenge on but that, all of that. Make nobody do my paro. Make nobody follow my shadow. Bring more cups, let Tennessee flow. Sweet white wine and anything goes. Even though my friends and my enemies know. There's never been a time when my energy low. Yeah, girl, don't flex with the boy, your body is a man.
This is growing as it goes as well. Like, the tune feels like it's constantly going up. Like, it doesn't feel it's staying stagnant or repeating. It feels like the whole tune is constantly growing in the way that it moves. I really like the sort of skippiness and the fact that the skippy kind of vocals are harmonized. So you've got that higher and lower pitch vocal doing the exact same thing. That's difficult to manage in a studio situation. Although you could have endless time, actually getting that so the cadences work together, there's no natural phasing, is really, really cool. Really nice from Fireboy, I've got to say. The actual approach vocally, this might be his strongest vocal appearance we've heard so far. Like, we all know Peru's catchy, but this is the most versatile I've heard him, at least in a long period of time.
When I drop, you know it's an anthem. Oof. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me? Playboy like me.
I love the pockets he's finding as well.
Girl, don't flex with the boy, your body is a anthem. She wanna roll with the man them. When I drop, you know it's an anthem. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me? Playboy like me. Girl, you wanna play with a big playboy like me?
The hook's catchy as well. I think this is a good showing from Fireboy, purely because we're getting to see where his sound can go. I would love to see him collaborate with a few more UK people. Obviously, we saw him collaborate with Weston towards the end of last year, which worked quite nicely. And I think overall, with Fireboy, the approach that he's actually bringing is really refreshing more than anything else. He's not staying stagnant. He's not sticking with a formula. He's taking it to different directions. And again, those harmonies are really kind of showcasing that. I've never heard him use them so much. I've never heard him be this skippy either, so that's really cool to see.
Big playboy like me, playboy like me. Playboy like me.
Even this, though, the fact the outro has like this extra kind of set of vocals over the top, these extra delays, it's a well thought out tune. It's not a tune they finished off and gone, yeah, we'll just finish it up there, we'll just loop the hook and leave it. They've gone, no, we'll record stuff for the outro. Again, I say this quite often and it almost sounds like that never actually happens because I'm always saying it, but a lot of the tunes I don't react to do this thing where they just let the tune play out and then fade down, boring. This has a specially designed outro, and it's such a small thing, it's such a technical thing, but when I'm listening to it, it makes me go, you know what, I appreciate this because they've put that little bit of extra effort in. We'll let this one finish off and then give you our final breakdown. You can hear how potent that bass line is as well. But there we go, the sounds of Fireboy DML on this one. Brand new from him, it goes by the name Playboy. I'm sure we'll be seeing a video for this one very soon. Again, Fireboy's on a wicked run over the last few months especially. He is definitely taking that sort of global acclaim that he now has and running with it really, really nicely. Big fan of the tune. I like the fact it's a little bit different. Love the kind of updated sense of rhythm we're getting with it as well, using almost two-steppy style drums, almost reminiscent of a lot of UKG stuff, which works really nicely. And I'm keen to see where Fireboy goes next, more than anything else, which is really exciting. exciting. So, as always, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And of course, let me know how you're feeling about the tune in the comment section down below. Is this a direction you want to see more from Fireboy? Let me know. I'm keen to hear from each and every one of you. But that's it from me, though. Hopefully you have enjoyed. We'll see you all next time, and peace.
Sounding so good right now, but they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.